Senator Coyle.
Senator Gold, as Senator White just mentioned, the Commissioner of the Environment and Sustainable Development released 5 reports last week. One of these reports was on ISED Canada's Strategic Innovation Fund's Net Zero Accelerator initiative. The Commissioner reported that there's been difficulty attracting applications from Canada's largest carbon emitters because there's little incentive for large emitters to decarbonize their operations. Also, those who did apply found the process to be lengthy and complex. Senator Gold, what incentives will the government offer to attract our largest emitters to apply for the Net Zero Accelerator, and will the government commit to improving the application process?
Senator Gold.
Well, the government is always looking for ways in which to improve the application process, but I think it's important to underline, Senator, that the Net Zero Accelerator initiative has been in very high demand since its launch some 4 years ago. And while the government would prefer to reduce heavy emissions even further by 2030, company readiness is very much a factor, since many heavy emitters are still in the planning stages of their decarbonization initiatives. And to that end, I will note, for the benefit of colleagues that don't follow this perhaps as closely as some, that the government has funded 129 projects through this accelerator initiative, through the SFI rather, totaling $9.5 billion in funding.
Senator Coyle.
And only a couple of the largest emitters, however. Thank you, Senator Gold. The same report reveals that there's a potential risk in double counting and tracking emission reductions, since both companies that make clean technologies and those who use clean technologies can claim credit for emissions reductions, when actually only using clean technologies actually creates the emissions reduction. The Commissioner recommended that the methodology for tracking emissions reductions be changed so that only those with the net reduction effect are counted. Senator Gold, will the ministry commit to adjusting their methodology to account for this recommended change?
Senator Gold.
Well, thank you. Look, the government is always looking for ways to improve both its processes, as I mentioned in response to your first question, and of course its methodology. And in that regard, I have every confidence that the government carefully consider the recommendations that were presented to it.